What's going on YouTube? I'm Slick, that's Slick Jackson, and if you're looking for the coolest, grooviest content on the side, you've come to the right place. Not sure if any of you know about a guy named William Osman. I think he first started making waves when his house burned down and he got invited onto the H3 podcast, which supposedly, from what I've heard, was a disaster, but I don't really know much about that. His content revolves mostly around invention-based builds and challenges. Basically, he builds cool stuff. I skimmed through his channel a bit, and I'll be honest, I don't really like the guy's content. His personality is insufferable. He does that thing where he randomly zooms in and out of his face as if that's funny, and frankly, he just reeks of Twitter soy boy energy. Hell, if you showed me this guy's channel, I'd think I was on BuzzFeed or something, and that ain't a compliment. Well, as of late, he's come under a little fire, not a lot from what I've seen, but people are throwing around accusations of doxing. They stem from this video. I built an X-ray machine and people are mad. And can I just say, I hate thumbnails where people like put their smug looking faces in the middle of it. It's just, I hate it. I know that's hypocritical of me because I literally do the same exact thing, but I just hate this kind of thumbnail, man.
Here's another one. X-rays don't make visible light. This is a hoax coming from an industrial X-ray technician. Because I replied, is this a joke? I captured this X-ray on a DSLR camera. My guy, you are the joke. What? What did I do to deserve this abuse? You're remarkably ballsy and nicely done bit. That's the part that gives it away. You need film or a digital plate. You lose. Do you know what a digital plate is? It's an intensifying screen with a digital sensor under it. And even if you use film, you can still use intensifier screens. That's the whole point, is you can reduce the dosage. And he replied that that's not what intensifier screens do, period.
I'm here to say I really don't have much of a problem with this guy calling out this Randy Roo out on a video, you know? I mean, seriously, I'm inclined to side with Will here, cause I ain't got no respect for smug pricks on the internet, especially people who say my guy. Like, people who, ironically or not, say my guy need to get dragged out into the street and shot. Seriously though, at this point, by all means, tear this man a new one. Some of you might think that's a bad stance to take, but look, if you post a comment where you act all smug and disrespectful, well, don't be surprised if it bites you in the hooah and you get called out in front of 2 million plus people. If you can't take the heat, well, stay out of the kitchen.
I would love to talk to one of these trolls in real life. You know, like, what do they look like? Are they green? Do they smell bad? Do they live under a bridge?
Alright, dude, you're not funny.
This guy's kind of a jerk, and he's wrong. He's just flat out wrong. He has no idea what he's talking about, but he's saying it so confidently. He even replied to other people. Safety nerd here, the high voltage supply is way more dangerous than the X-rays, and your qualification to make that assertion is? So I think we should figure out if Evan has the necessary qualifications to make his assertions, because I have a feeling that he doesn't.
Alright, now this is where it gets a little crazy. What he does is he tracks down the guy's LinkedIn profile and he shows it on screen. Now, I'm not showing it because I feel a little iffy about it. I'm just gonna play it safe and not show it, you know. But while he's showing off his LinkedIn profile, he does blur out his last name, which I feel like that's kind of moot because he literally showed his full name earlier on in the video. So like, what's the point of blurring out his name when you literally show his full name like earlier on in the video? Like, huh? And besides, all you have to do is look up Evan Labrie, and oh, would you look at that? His LinkedIn is literally the top search result. So, long story short, he basically leaked this guy's LinkedIn. Now, I'm not sure how destructive this will be for Evan here. I'm not really sure if this qualifies as doxing. I mean, it's just a LinkedIn profile. I'm not really sure what you can find on there, but still, it's just not really in good taste. It's just kind of reckless and irresponsible.
Created a profile for a woman named Catherine and uploaded an AI-generated headshot from thispersondoesnotexist.com and sent Evan a job offer for a TV pilot production. He accepted the request almost immediately and we set up a phone call.
I'm not really too sure about the legality of all this. I ain't no lawyer. I'm not really sure if you can do stuff like this and, you know, not get sued or arrested for it. But again, it's just creepy. Making up a fake identity to poke and prod for information from this guy whose biggest crime was just being an asshole online. Whether it's legal or not, this is weird and disturbing. I don't really have much to say about the phone call though. I'll just kind of let it play out.
Hello.
Hi, Evan.
Hi.
Hi, my name's Jeff. I'm working with Catherine on this pilot production.
Hi there. How you doing, Jeff?
Do you want to tell me a little bit about what you do?
Yeah. I am a welding inspector, non-destructive testing technician, certified welder. I mostly have been working in power plants, doing like X-ray.
Oh, X-rays.
Ultrasound. Yeah.
Is that something that you're certified and trained to do?
I'm an assistant. I don't do it personally. It's kind of beyond the scope of what I do. Basically, what it is there's this tube that is shielded from X-ray, and inside of that tube there's a little radioactive pellet. You crank out that pill, is what we call it. It's a little radioactive pellet.
Do you have time to set up a video call maybe tomorrow?
So yeah, again, I don't really have anything to say about the call. All I gotta say is it's weird and creepy that this guy is lying to and manipulating this complete Randy for content.
This is what I don't understand. Like, he sounds like a totally normal dude.
Because he is. Like, we all have lives outside of the internet, you know that, right? Even the biggest a-holes online are probably 9-to-5 office drones just trying to get by. I feel like William's just disappointed because he wanted to believe this was some random basement dweller with no hope for a good life, but instead this Evan guy turns out to be a somewhat successful career man who does his part for society.
Like, this is embarrassing. This is like a normal guy with a real job who goes home at night and leaves like troll comments online.
I don't know about you guys, but this is just reeking of insecurity. I mean, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that this Evan guy got under his skin, but that's just me.
I have good news and I have bad news. The bad news is that Evan figured out that it's me. The good news is he figured out it was me after signing all the agreements, so we have permission to use whatever we want.
I like how enthusiastically he announces this, as if this makes him look any good at all. Yeah guys, we tricked this guy into signing a contract. We can say whatever we want now. Now, I'm no lawyer, but I'm pretty sure this ain't how contracts work. I believe what Mr. Osman did is considered contract fraud. From Legal Match, fraudulent misrepresentation can be thought of as the most blatant type of contract misrepresentation. The defendant knowingly makes a fraudulent statement for the sole purpose of misleading a plaintiff. As we saw, Osman created a fake identity to communicate with this guy, and Evan signed the contract under the impression that he was getting a job. So no, this would not hold up in court, you moron.
I really want to talk to Evan, but now that he knows it's me, he doesn't want to talk to me. He said he won't do a video call.
Wow, you mean this average person who's just trying to make it by in life won't talk to a 2 million sub YouTuber, a YouTuber who's looking to exploit him for content, a YouTuber who has bits and pieces of his personal information and intentionally or not might use it to destroy his chance of him getting a career in the future? Man, what a shocker.
Hi, you've reached Evan. I'm not available right now. Please leave me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks.
Hey Evan, this is William. I want to make you a deal. If you agree to a video call where we can talk for like 5 minutes, I'll pay you $200 and remove your likeness completely from the video. Give me a call back. Excited to hear from you. We'll talk later. See you, Evan.
So, this is blackmail. That's literally what this is. Forget the fact that he offers $200. The guy is literally using the information he gained from this person as leverage to get this guy to call him. This is blackmail. Like, what else could it possibly be?
This makes me feel kind of like a jerk, but then I go and read the comment that Evan left, and I feel like it's totally validated.
Yeah, this guy bruised my ego. Time to leak his personal info.
He calls me a fake and a loser. He says it's a hoax. You know what, Evan? I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. We're calling someone out for their crappy behavior. Why should I feel bad?
It's almost like he's trying to justify this to himself, honestly. As if he knows deep down inside that he's in the wrong, but he wants to hold on to that inkling of hope that he's warranted in doing all this.
I'm making you a deal, Evan. I'm making you a really good deal. As smart as you think you are, you're definitely not smart enough to research a contract before you sign it.
I'm not really sure if having someone sign a contract under false pretenses is really something to celebrate over, but you do you, buddy.
All right, he's calling. Hello?
Email that to me in writing before we have any further conversation.
Sounds to me he's looking to get himself a lawyer. I mean, I'd bet my boots he's gonna archive the email to use it as hard evidence later on. Could be wrong, but that's what looks to be going on here. Now, I know that YouTube lawsuits are taboo, but this is kind of a case where I'm kind of like, I don't know. There seems to be probable cause here.
You have yourself a deal. Talk to you soon. Yes! 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 Yes!
I love how this guy's celebrating. Like, dude, you do realize your ass is probably gonna get sued, right?
I have bad news. Evan has not replied. I even sent him $5 on Venmo, but he keeps ignoring me.
Okay, yeah, I'd definitely say this guy is definitely getting a lawyer. You know what lawyers tell you to do when there's a case on? They tell you to shut your pie hole, and Evan's certainly keeping himself nice and tight, that's for sure. Hell, this video will probably be used as evidence as well in a courtroom, if it really comes down to that. William is totally giving this guy all the evidence he needs on a silver platter. So yeah, after that video dropped, he posts another one 3 weeks later, kind of addressing it all. It's nothing special, but there is one segment I take an interest in.
I don't know how to say this. Like, I feel like I live in a constant state of like criticism where I do something to entertain people, and then there's always negativity that comes back. So it's like you put something out, negativity comes back.
Why do YouTubers have such thin skin that they get upset over hate comments? Like, I know it sucks that we gotta deal with them, but at the end of the day, that's a part of the shtick. And besides, most of the comments that you get were and still are positive. What does it matter if a few of them are mean? I'm gonna leave it at this. If you can't handle mean comments, maybe becoming a YouTuber ain't the best career path for you. But that's just me. So that's the situation. Long story short, William let a mean comment get under his skin, so he dug up their LinkedIn and showed it off to his audience. Now, is that doxing? I mean, it's kind of debatable. On one hand, the information on the LinkedIn doesn't really seem to put Evan at risk of harm or something. I doubt he'll be getting any pizzas called to his place or, any SWAT teams or something like that. But then again, people on the internet are really crafty about this stuff. I don't know. At the end of the day, should he have leaked the LinkedIn? I'm gonna go on the old whim and say, probably not. Even putting allegations of doxing aside, it's creepy how this guy went and tracked this guy's phone number using a fake identity to do so. Not to mention the literal blackmailing that went on too. Even if he didn't dox the guy in a literal sense, this is psychotic behavior. I'll leave it at this. If William really is leaving the YouTube sphere, I say good riddance. We don't need any more out-of-touch losers like this guy on the platform, that's for sure. And mind you, that's not a call to cancel him. I'm just agreeing with his decision to get out of Dodge. So, that's all for this shtick. Now, do old Jack your favor and keep it groovy. Thank you very much.